Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
You're listening to The Business Blueprint on Good Morning Gwinnett, where host Audrey Bell-Kearney shares practical business ideas for aspiring entrepreneurs. Streaming Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m., this show is all about helping people start businesses for $500 or less. Audrey breaks down simple, affordable ways to turn ideas into income, because success starts with smart, strategic moves. Get ready to take action and build something great.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 50 degrees, going up to a high of 78. Starting to feel a lot like spring, baby. Starting to feel a lot like spring. Listen, today is hump day. You have made it to the MIDDLE, the middle. The weekend is right around the corner. I know you can't wait for it. Glad to be with you guys today. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's pretty cool. And it's how to start a meditation app. Now, the reason I could talk about this is because I've been creating apps for the last 4 months for people. And there is an app that I'm going to be working on starting today that has meditation built in with a bunch of other stuff. But what was interesting about this process is that um, if you don't even have to be techie. Let me start right there. You don't have to be techie. You don't have to pay people a lot of money anymore, because if you hire somebody, you're going to pay them for their time and expertise, which is fine because people have hired me, which is why I'm doing all these apps that I'm doing. Not that I'm out here trying to sell apps. I'm just not. But people around me who know about apps, who know that I know how to do tech, I need an app. So they come to me and I was like, look, don't tell nobody I do apps, because that's not what my thing is. I don't want to be doing apps all day. But I'm working on my fourth app right now, for someone, and it's crazy because that's not what I do. I mean, can I do it? Yes. Do I like doing it? No, not really. But I will do it for people that know me. But anyway, but here's the thing: you don't really need me anymore. Like, but the people who are non-techie, like really, like tech drives them crazy. They need me and people like me, right? But if you can sit down and spend about a week learning something, you can make things happen. Everything that I've learned. So the first time I went to school for something in the space of tech was probably 1990. It was 1994. My daughter was 3, and I went to school to learn how to build websites. So I went to this program. I learned how to be websites. So I did a bunch of things. I went to college, got kicked out. Now I'm the smart girl to get kicked out of college, because nobody told me I could do something else. They was like, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, I hate all of these things. So I did nothing. And then I went back to college to become a nurse, went all the way through that process, did 2 years of nursing, went to my first day of clinicals, and I quit because I was like, oh my God, my mother told me not to do that. She's like, do not go to school for nursing. You know, you're not going to like that. I was like, nah, I'm going to do it. All I was looking at was the money. I've been chasing money a long time, which I need to stop doing that because it hasn't paid off. But anyway, I went to school for nursing. That didn't work. Then I went to school to become a paralegal. Went through the whole process at Seton Hall University to become a paralegal. Started talking to paralegals after the fact, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And so in 1994, I went to school to become a. I went to learn. I went to probably like a 6-month program on how to learn how to do websites, and that's where I've been ever since. Been creating things since 1994. Didn't really understand what I was doing, just creating stuff, right? Newsletters, websites, my own websites, but never for people until like later on that I started to do this. And back then, people were paying $1,500, $10,000, $25,000 for a website. Had I understood the business side of that thing, oh my God, that would have been a different ballgame, but I didn't. Fast forward to today, I understand. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because you don't have to pay. Even me, like for what I do, right? I create simple apps for people. They want an app in the app store. They got very specific things they want, and they're simple. They're not like these mega apps that you got to go out here and they're not like that. So I charge people $3,500 for that. And that's not a lot of money, because I remember when I looked at doing my very first app, it was like $30,000. So you talking about 10% of what it used to be. And if you sit down and learn how to do it yourself, you might spend 500. I'm just saying, if you hire people like me and people that's better than me, 3,500 and up. I charge 3,500, but your app is pretty simple, powerful but simple. Pretty simple, like the one that I'm going to work on now. I can't wait to launch it because it's such a great concept. And every time I mention it to somebody, everybody gets so excited. They be like, "Oh my God, that app is going to blow up." I can't wait to create that one because it's such a simple concept, but it's so powerful. And so it's a $3,500 app. Now, had the people who wanted the app learn how to sit down and do these things, and it's technical. I'm not going to even front. But if you sit down and you learn, but you got to spend some time learning, you can create it yourself. So I'm going to talk about how to create an app today because we have no code. Now, it is no code, but you have to understand how to maneuver around the app space. I have been doing all of this stuff for a very long time. I have been maneuvering around code, and I've never went to school for coding. Everything I've learned about by myself on my own. Looking at videos on YouTube, which is why I look at videos on YouTube so much, right? And then once I find a product that I want to use, I'll go dive deep into what that product is. One of the products I did that with was a product called Bolt.new, Bolt.new. And it is a great product. I did Replit. I checked out Replit. I checked out Bolt. And there was another one. These are all no code platforms that let you create applications without knowing how to code. Now, that being said, you still need to know how to navigate. So you're going to have to go on there and take all of the trainings that they put out. They put out a lot of trainings. You have to take them all because you can get for Bolt. Let me just talk about Bolt for a second, and I'm gonna tell you some more stuff, but I'm gonna talk about Bolt first. So I went on to Bolt to create an app for a client. They wanted an app. I said, okay, I'm gonna use Bolt.new. I went into Bolt.new, right? And I said, this is the type of app I want. It created the app like in 30 seconds. However, it only created the front end. So then I had to go on and integrate it with the back end. I did that with something called Superbase. Now, had I not known how to do these things, it would have made me pull my hair out because I had to learn how to use Superbase. Superbase was harder to figure out than Bolt was. Bolt was pretty simple. You go in there like a chat GPT, you tell it what you want it to do, you give it a color scheme, you give it all these, instructions. I wanted to do this, do that, it needs to look like this or like that. I had to do all of that, right? And I did. But it took me a month. What normally takes me a few days to do, like 7 days for most things, that took me a month and I still didn't get it right. Because I didn't feel like sitting down, and I'm just being straight honest. I did not feel like sitting there learning all of the stuff because Superbase was the hardest part. It was the hardest part. And then I was trying to create a directory inside the app. Now, I'm not sharing this with you to scare you. I'm sharing this with you because I need you to understand that you can do it, but it's a learning curve. But if you sit down and say, okay, I got this idea for this app, I'm gonna give myself 2 months to learn this platform. I'm gonna save myself $3,500 to $15,000 because I'm gonna learn how to do it myself. But I'm gonna give myself 2 months to learn the platform. That's all it's gonna take you, 2 months. It may not even take you that long, depending on how involved you're gonna be with your learning, right? If you do that, you can build it yourself, but you got to sit down and do it. And you're going to have to learn more than just Bolt or more than just Buzzy or more than just Adalo. You're going to have to learn some back end stuff. So for Bolt.new, it's going to give you all the beautiful front end, right? But I kept running into so many glitches, and I would have to leave the glitch, go over to Twitter, because there's a Bolt.new group on Twitter, and figure out, okay, hey, this is a problem that I'm having. Somebody would answer me. I come back, I fix it. That's what you're going to have to do if you do it yourself. Can you do it yourself? Absolutely. Is it going to take you time and energy and to learn the process? Yes. Can you get it done? Can you get your app off the ground in 3 months? Absolutely. Can you do it for under $500? Absolutely. You can do it. And that's what this is about. So let's talk about some more. So I did Bolt.new and I liked it, but for what I was trying to do, the project was too complex for me, and I didn't feel like trying to go over there and learn how to do it. So I had to do a whole bunch of workarounds. It took me 2 months to get it done, which normally doesn't take me that long. But I was like, you know what? I had to start over twice, but I got it done in 2 months, right? I was like, I'm gonna get this done no matter what. So I had to do some wraparounds. And I made it work, and it's fine. And you can do it too. So one of the things that you might want to look at is Bolt.new. I paid $20 for Bolt. Bolt gives you like 10 million credits or something. Now, let me say this. If you're not clear about what you're trying to create, and I will say get very, very, very clear, I want you to go to ChatGPT. I want you to be so clear about what that app does, because when you put all of that inside of Bolt, it's going to make exactly what you want. What'll happen is if you're not very clear, and Bolt is good, it's asking you questions as you go. I love it. I think it's a great platform. And I still subscribe to it today for $20 a month, which is great, right? But what's gonna happen? Because I want to create simple things with Bolt. Like I want to create simple businesses in a box that I'm gonna, sell a white label to, and just give them away. Not give them away, but sell them because I want people to get in. I'm in tech. I got a website. I got a podcast. I got apps. I got chat bots. I'm in tech already. I want other people to get in tech, so I'm going to create businesses in a box using Bolt that's easily people can brand and just sell and wherever they live. I'm not selling them on the market. I'm gonna let other folks sell them on the market. So that's another story. I'll talk about that later. But Bolt would let you. So I need you to be very clear about what you want to create, because what's going to happen is if you, let's say you use Bolt.new, right? If you use Bolt.new, you're going to go in there, you're going to drop in your prompt. It's called a prompt that you got from ChatGPT, and Bolt is going to run that prompt. Now, it's going to ask you questions. It's going to ask you questions, but the more questions you ask, it keeps rewriting the code, and every time it rewrites the code, it eats up your tokens, right? So you get 10 million tokens or something like this. I think it's a million. It's a lot of them. Whatever it is, I ate up all mine. I ate all of mine up. I was like, oh my God, I'm running out of tokens. So then I had to go back and buy two more. So the most that I spent on that project was 40 tokens, because then I figured it out. That was a headache, but I did it and I got it done in 2 months. But it was a headache. And Super Base part was the worst part. And then trying to put the directory inside of the app was the other tough part. And then trying to figure out how to fix the freaking images. So I had some issues, but I learned what I need to learn and I got it done. Now, Bolt.new is you can buy. I bought the $20 plan. I said, well, I could probably do it at $20. I actually spent $40 to create what I want to create. What I've learned about that is that if you create something super simple, $20 a month is enough, right? So if you make it really intricate, like what I was trying to do for the client was something complex. It had directories and payment scheme, all kinds of stuff that I had to integrate back over with Superbase and some other stuff. It was a lot, but I did it. I had to come out and do some other stuff to make it all work. You can do it too, but you have to sit down and you have to learn it. Now there's another one that I use called Adalo. Now Adalo is built specifically for mobile apps. It's a no-code mobile app platform. Here's the thing, still not simple, but doable and very inexpensive. So if you want to create your own app, and I said meditation because meditation, a lot of people love to meditate. Now there you got some competition out there, but a lot of people love to meditate. They love the music and all that good stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a playlist now for someone, or just meditation music. That's it. It's just meditation music. I'm using Suno to create all the music. Again, I'm using AI to create all the music so they can put it into a playlist. That's what I'm doing. And the funny thing is, Suno is so easy. But they tell me, Audrey, I thought I think of AI like the devil. I'm like, why? They think it's evil, so they won't sign into it. So listen, I'm telling you the truth, the truth. The person said they felt like AI was the devil. So, because they could have easily gone to Suno and did exactly what they paid me to do, but they said they felt like it was a devil, they wasn't going to do it. I said, okay, well, listen, pay me. I'll do. Now, that right there, making music all day long, I'll do because I love it. That I love, like I love this podcast. Sitting there creating songs, oh my God, I have about 150 of them. It's of my own. Right now, they ordered 50 songs. And I was like, okay, well, listen, if you don't want to do it, then okay, I'm not going to force you to do it. But anyway, the tools are there. Now, Adalo is a pretty cool platform. It's a no code platform. Is you build mobile apps. You can go in there and it's probably a meditation app already built into the system because they have templates already ready. That's a good platform too. However, there's a learning curve. You have to spend some time learning the product because if you don't spend time learning the product, you're not going to get the app done, right? So if you're trying to stay within your budget of $500, you could do it. You can absolutely do it because just with $1 alone, you can start out for $36 and get your app done and publish to the app stores. That's the crazy part. Like, that's the part that's absolutely bananas. Like, you can start with such a small amount of money and publish to the app stores, right? $36 a month to run your app. Here's the thing. You have got to, you have got to, you have got to do the work so you can understand what you're doing. There's no way around it. I know you want it to be some kind of way. There is no way around that. You have got to do it. And so, but you can do it. And it's not spend 2 months learning this thing. Now, if you do that,
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
you have an app. If you do that, you'll be in the app business. If you do that, you become a tech founder, because apps are tech. All right. So now there's a new one that I just saw last night called Buzzy, BUZZY.ai. It looks pretty promising. It seems like it's a little bit simpler to use. I haven't tried it. I want to try it, but I looked it up. I'm like, oh, okay. You go in there, you prompt it just like Bolt, but it builds the back end and the front end for you. So Bolt does not build out your back end. You have to connect your back end to like Superbase or Firebase. Firebase is owned by Google. You have to connect those two together. So if you're collecting information from people, it has to go somewhere. So Superbase is a data program that collects the data for you and hold it for you. So it's Firebase. A lot of platforms build Firebase. When I do I create an app for a client. Um, oh God, she's been my client now for 3 years. She has a app for her podcast. I created a podcast app, and I did a progressive web podcast. She didn't need to go in the book. She didn't want to go in the store, so she has a progressive web app, which also gives you the opportunity to put the app on your phone. It's just not in the app stores. So she wanted to be able to share the app with all her people, so they can put the app on her phone. So when she does things, she can send out push notifications. So I did that for her, but I had to connect her app to Superbase, so that not Superbase, to Firebase and Google, so she could collect information. And it's pretty simple. Now Firebase is a little bit more simpler to connect to. But I'm saying all that to say, with Buzzy, you don't have to do that. Everything is in one place, which is pretty cool. Same thing with Dalo. I don't think you have to. I don't think you. And I started working on a Dalo, and I might go back and look at it again. But um, with Buzzy, it's all one thing. So when you put your code in there, it builds out everything, right? But you have your front end, which is what you see when you go to somebody's website or when you go to somebody's app. That's called the front end. The back end is all the things that make the front end look good and work. It has all of those things built in. Now, Buzzy, again, $30 a month. When I'm telling you can do it, you can do it. You just have to spend some time learning. I have not used Buzzy. I feel like it's going to be very promising in the mobile app space. But here's the thing. If somebody can go in there and spend some time and learn how to do that, you're going to have a ton of, I was going to say something else, but I'm more, a lot of competition, right? So let's go through the startup calls. I've told you some products that you can use. I talked about Buzzy. I talked about Adalo, and I talked about Bolt. All great products. Some with some learning curves, right? You're gonna have those. Some maybe not. I don't know, Buzzy. I haven't used it, but I've used Bolt. I've used Replit. I've used Adalo. I've used those three, and they have a learning curve. However, if you spend 2 months learning them, you can create whatever you want, not just for yourself, but you might want to become an app developer for other people. Now, that being said, sometimes folks have no idea what they want. They tell you one thing, and by the time you start building it, it's something else, and it's a headache if you don't have that kind of patience, which I don't. So I know myself, know thyself. I know I don't have that type of patience. This is why I don't promote that I can create websites, which I do, and I can promote apps, which I do. The only thing that I would promote that I could do with AI is podcasting. Know why? Because that's really simple. Like, hey, what you do? I'm a tax preparer. Okay, I'm gonna go to your site. I'm gonna scrape these. I'm gonna create these episodes. That's really easy. But when it comes to website and apps, no, because people don't know what they want, and then it stresses me out because you give me one thing, I'm creating these flyers. I've been doing graphic designs forever. I don't like it. All right, so You can learn how to do it. You can do it for yourself, or you can turn it into a business and do it for other people, because now you're going to know how to do it. It is a skill set that you now know how to do. And here's the thing, apps are making a comeback. Like, for some strange reason, it's circling the block and coming back. Like, maybe it never died, but I don't think people's out there saying, I'm gonna build an app. I don't think people were ever doing it. But I think because the tools are so wonderful right now, and it's allowing anybody to sit down and spend some time to learn, that's why apps are making a comeback and people are making a killing. Like the app that I'm about to start developing today, I'm expecting it to make us all millionaires. I really am. I really am. So every time I tell somebody about it, it's like, oh my God. And then the ideas that I have that I'm gonna put inside of it, oh, I'm expecting us to be millionaires after this. Okay, so let's talk about the meditation app. Now you're gonna have, it's a huge industry, right? The global meditation market is valued right now at $5.26 billion, and that was in 2022. Right now, they're saying by 2030, which is 5 years away, the meditation market, yeah, it's going to be $20 billion. You can get your share of that. It's enough for everybody that's in the game. Hi, you got to be in the game though. You got to be in the meditation app games. Right now, this is your competition. I just want to put it out there. Right now, there are over 2,500 meditation apps available. Calm. I know y'all seen I know y'all seen the commercial for Calm because it's on TV. Like, I've never seen Headspace anywhere, but they're leading the industry. Calm and Headspace are leading the industry in the meditation apps. I see Calm commercials on television. So that's your competition. Estimated 200 million people worldwide participate in meditation. They practice meditation. I try to meditate sometimes. I do listen to apps. Now this is a good thing. Listen to this.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Inside of my, I want to say it's one of my health apps, right? They have their own meditation built in. So even though you are thinking about a meditation app, you may want it to be a part of something bigger that you're doing. It may not just be the app. It may be, you may say, I'm gonna do this type of app, but meditation is gonna be a part of that. Or you can just say, I just want to do a meditation app. You can do guided meditation where you record your voice or somebody else's voice. You can do all of those things in your app, but you're going to have to compete with 2,500 people. So your app is going to have to be different in some type of way. So think about that. Can you get it done? Absolutely. Can you probably make money with it? Yep. But you got to find your own space in that space, right? You got to create your own little niche. Now, how can you make money? Well, subscriptions. $9.99. That's like a going rate over in the app space. $9.99 or $99 a year. You can do one-time purchases. You can sell ebooks inside of your app. You can do guided meditations. You can do meditation courses. This is how you make money. Those may be one-time purchases, but that adds to your bottom line, right? You can add in affiliate marketing programs. If you know that you are doing a meditation app and that comes with yoga and all that, become an affiliate for Amazon. I'm an affiliate for Amazon. I put affiliate links in some of my articles. Become affiliate for Amazon, and inside of your app, you drop your affiliate links. So when people go to click on or highlight something inside the app, yeah, they go right to the Amazon store. They buy the meditation thing, but guess what else they buy? They buy a flat screen TV. They buy a new Mac computer. You get credit for all of that as an Amazon affiliate. Let me say that again. I probably said it too fast. If you want to add affiliate marketing as a stream of income inside of your app, you can promote that. You can promote other people's product or services inside of your app. I always say Amazon because I use Amazon a lot, but you got stuff like Vault offer. That's VAULT offer. You gotta have that. They have affiliate programs. You have Digistore 24. They have affiliate programs. And the big daddy and the oldest grandfather of them all is ClickBank. But then you got something called Partner Stack, and you got Impact Impact.com. These are all places where you can become affiliate, and then sell and then promote things that are in there. So you can put those affiliate links inside of your app to create uh, a stream of income inside the app. Now, here's another one. This is a good one. You just got to get out there and meet people. Corporate wellness partnerships. A lot of companies want their their employees to be as well as possible, so they may subscribe for everybody in the company. You may have to come up with a plan where they can subscribe for the entire company to give their employees free access to the app because they want you to be as well as possible so you can stay at work and do your job. Right? They don't want you calling out sick on Monday, calling out sick. So this is this is a pattern. It's calling out sick on Monday and calling sick on Friday. All right, that's a pattern that you know what that is. It's like the weekend. Anyway, but they will pay for that. But you got to get out there. You got to create the app. You got to go out. You got to knock on doors. You got to share presentations. You got to do demos. You got to say why it's going to be important for the employees. Employers want their people to be well, so they may pay you for that. You know, in your local town, start there. Start at the local hospital. You know, that's the most stressed out place in the world, probably. Yes, the hospital. Why? Because you got to figure there are people in there that are sick all day, every day, 24/7, 365. So some of the employees may be just stressed out, right? And then you got the corporate BS that go on all over the world. So you got an opportunity there to sell, but you got to sell against your competitors. So you got to make it different. And then you can do live coaching inside your app. There's a way for you to put in live coaching streams, like integrate Zoom and all that kind of stuff, and meet up with your folks and build a community inside the app. All of that good stuff. Yeah. So that's what you can do. All right, so let's talk about this revenue stream. So $9.95. Let's say you charge $9.99, and let's say you got 100 users. Your monthly revenue is $999 a month just from subscription services, right? But let's say you add in like the one-time courses, like the courses are $49. Let's say you do 20 sales a month because you got 100 users, and you're bringing on new users every month. But the new users that the first 100 you got, they're there. They like it. They're going to stay. They're paying the $9.99. That's recurring income. We call that monthly recurring income. So when you see a revenue, when you see MRR, that stands for monthly recurring revenue, right? So you got that $9.99, but then you got this one-time course buy. You got 20 people that may buy that. That's like $9.80. Right, and then you talk about a month. You got about $9.80 a month on that. Then you got affiliate marketing. Average affiliate commission is about $10. Amazon is cheap, so it's really pennies. But you may find a product at ClickBank or OfferBot or um Digistore 24, Impact, or Partner Stack. You may find something in there that pays way higher commission. You can make more money, but just say the average commission is $10. You do 50 conversions a month for that. That's another $500. You got corporate subscriptions. They may say, everybody else is paying $9.99, but we want a corporate subscription, and that's like $500 a month. So that's another $1,000. You got live coaching sessions. Let's say you charge $50 a session. I don't know. Some people charge way more. And let's say you get 10 people to sign up for the session. That's another $500 a month. Now, the total monthly revenue is about $4,000, which brings you up to about $48,000 for the year from an app. And you're not doing a whole lot of work. I'm just saying. And how much is it costing you to run that? Roughly costing you to run that? It's going to cost you roughly $100 a month. And I'm saying real rough. $100 a month. $100 a month. So listen, I gotta go, but the whole entire blueprint is on goodmorninggwinnett.com. You can check out the entire blueprint there. It is there for you to check out, go through it, do your research. You got your competition. You got 2,500 people. That's your competition, right? But that's okay. That's all right because you're gonna figure out how to make yours different. You being a part of it is one thing, but what else can set yours apart from Calm? Now you may want to go check Calm out and say, because I've never purchased a subscription to a meditation app because it's built into one of my wellness apps already. Like it's just built into there, right? You may say, you know what, I want to do a meditation app for babies. I don't know if this might do that already, probably, but what makes yours different? It's a hip hop meditation rap. I don't know. People meditate to all kinds of music. It ain't always that very calm music. It just could be, I'm just zoning out because I'm listening to my favorite hip hop song. I'm just zoned out. That happens all the time. That's a form of meditation. I know the meditation gurus may disagree, but for me, when I'm listening to something that's got me zoned out, that's a form of meditation for me. So, anyway, go to the website, look at the full blown article. It's there for you. I would like to know if you start this app. I'm working on a few, so I want to know if you're in the game as well. It's a great game to be in right now. Things have changed so much. It's not the way it used to be, which is kind of crazy because I remember when it was a big thing, and everybody was getting the app done. It was costing, some apps cost hundreds and thousands of dollars, if not millions. You know, they do. But now $500, you got an app. As long as you spend the time, you got to spend the time though. That's the thing, and that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to spend the time. They don't want to spend the time to figure out how to make it work. But you got to. That's what you got to do. All right, I got to go. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Do me a favor, y'all. Subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Also, share the show with your friends. At least 2. It's free. You don't cost you a dime. Don't cost you nothing. Yeah, don't cost you anything. Share with your friends. And also be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got an interview coming up on Friday, a live interview, in-person video. Yeah, I'm breaking out. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to grow the brand. I'm trying to go to Good Morning Gwinnett. Not trying. I am growing. Your words make, if words are powerful, I am growing the Good Morning Gwinnett brand. And I will be interviewing people who will talk about their blueprint of how they got started doing what they're doing and what they're doing to make it successful. All right. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where the live stream is going to be on Friday at 10 o'clock. If you don't subscribe, you're going to miss it. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much. You could have been anywhere in the world but spend the last 30 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Business Blueprint on Good Morning Gwinnett. Thank you for tuning in and spending time with us. If you found value in today's show, consider supporting us for just $5.99 a month. Every contribution helps keep this content coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Good Morning Gwinnett for even more great content. And if you know someone who could use this information, share the show with at least 2 friends. Let's grow this community together. Until next time, stay inspired and keep building your blueprint for success.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.